In 1989, he stunned the poker world as the youngest WSOP main event champion. But while Phil Hellmuth has racked up a record 17 bracelets, he's also built a reputation for meltdowns, insults, and tirades that turned fans into critics. The prodigy, once seen as poker's future, has become the villain everyone loves to see lose. When winning isn't enough. In 1989, Phil Hellmuth was the golden boy of poker, the kid genius who dethroned Johnny Chan and became the youngest main event champion in history. Back then, he was seen as the future of the game, sharp, disciplined, and hungry. But over the decades, that image has unraveled. Today, it's not his brilliance people talk about, it's his blow-ups. Hellmuth has a unique gift for turning any bad beat into a Broadway production. A cracked pair of aces? Cue the insults, the eye rolls, and the infamous lines burned into poker history. These might be the worst players in the entire world. What started as colorful sideshows slowly became his whole identity. His tantrums overshadowed his triumphs. The kid who was once poker's brightest star turned into the game's biggest spectacle. Other pros and fans stopped being impressed by his record 17 bracelets and instead started rooting for his collapse. And that's what makes Phil Hellmuth so polarizing. He hasn't just evolved into the winningest player in WSOP history. He's become the most heckled, the most ridiculed, and the most rooted against. Which brings us to the real highlights, the meltdowns that cemented his reputation as the ultimate villain of poker. Businessman versus the poker brat. When a savvy Hong Kong finance executive like Stanley Choi sits across from Phil Hellmuth, you'd expect a battle of wits. Choi is calm, calculated, the kind of player who treats poker like an investment. Phil, on the other hand, treats it like a stage.
Oh my God,
Raise it up to 8.
Why not limp or min raise?
I mean, the best would be Keating don't give him any action, right? But yeah, Keating's gonna call.
Of course you wouldn't have, of course you wouldn't.
That would be funny if Keating just folded the one hand. And Stanley with pocket queens. Oh, what a life Hellmuth lives. What a life. There's the 3-bet. Just a call from Phil. No 4-bet. Getting the other people out. That's going to bring Keating in, I'm sure it does.
This is such a bad call. It's such a bad
You can
call.
do it.
But I'm going to do it.
Perfect.
It is a bad call, gentlemen, but I do it.
Wow, well, if Keating can
Wow, what a
somehow
horrible
get
call
like
by me.
a couple of deuces or a couple of threes on the flop, we'll see some.
Horrible.
See a big pot here. No.
Check. Check.
And how much is Stanley Choi going to lose here with 50,000? 5,000 in a call. And the queen on the turn. Oh, we're going to see some steam.
Check.
He's going to check, and Hellmuth checks behind for pot control. Rivers of 4. Come on, Stanley. Get some value.
One.
All right, 21,000.
Wow. I have a bad feeling you have me, but I have an overpair.
Yep.
Come on, this motherfucking goddamn fucking queen.
What's that? What's that?
I had a bad feeling when I joked I was gonna get up. But if the queen doesn't come, I'm gonna beat him for 70,000.
Wait, you're telling me that the queen doesn't come. Your kings beat his queen?
No, I'm telling you I'm gonna beat him for 70,000. That's what I'm telling you.
Stop. You're just not believable anymore, okay? Stop.
Fucking queen.
Stop. It makes no sense what you just said. What?
What I said is, if a queen doesn't come, I beat him for 70,000. That's what I said.
We need Jago for these exact.
But I'm gonna get him later, don't worry.
When the hand doesn't go his way, Hellmuth explodes into one of his trademark tirades, snapping, pouting, and trying to lecture the table. But this time, he doesn't get away with it. Billionaire investor Chamath steps in, calling Phil out for what he really is, a sore loser throwing a tantrum. Instead of intimidating anyone, Phil just ends up looking small next to his opponents, who carry themselves with real composure. More than a little upset. Next up, Phil tangles with Stanley Tang at Hustler Casino Live. Now, Stanley isn't a household name like Phil, but that's what makes it sting even more. The younger, cool-headed Tang stays composed while Phil unravels.
I guess that's the kind of respect that he thinks he commands. There's the all-in.
Yes.
Oh my God, and is Hellmuth going to get priced in here with 10s?
Fuck.
Is he going to get priced in here? It's 20,000 for 134. 7-1.
Phil, set your winning.
He's going to think that maybe Stanley's got a flush draw. He's the master of the reads, though.
Well, these are not
40. Yeah, I know.
I had an incredible
40
hand.
right here. $45,400.
Oh, what the hell can I beat?
I'll be at $45,400. There is the hit.
I can beat some draws.
Twice?
And he is going to call.
At one pair.
154. One pair. Oh, the ultimate. One pair.
Twice, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice hand.
And even the diamonds are covered on the backdoor side. Hellmuth could make a run in straight. We know that there's 110 that's dead.
Oh, why didn't I check the flop?
One out for half the pot. Little aces full rib comes there at the end. 154,900 there. Stanley Tang playing the pre-flop trap.
Everybody's so happy. They straddle and deal me pocket tens. The only way I can go broke. The only way I can lose any chips, and then he has to raise exactly 20.
Pocket ten, you bet that?
The Queen Jack 5.
Of course I bet that.
Fun's good.
Of course I bet
We all
that.
called 15K cold, basically.
Were you calling 25,000?
If he didn't call, I would have tried to jam him.
Yeah, sure.
I was not calling 25,000. He was not calling 25,000.
I'm not calling, but I could raise.
However, if either of us had a queen or jack, we were, which you saw prominently displayed in front of you, of course.
What the fuck is going on here? Fucking triple fucking straddle. The one thing I didn't want to do is play a bunch of straddles.
Phil, are you straddling or not?
No, I'm not straddling.
After losing the hand, Phil immediately blames the deck and launches into excuses. The problem? Nobody's buying it. The table bursts into laughter, treating Phil like the punchline he's become. Phil is steaming. We'll start with a classic meltdown. Phil Hellmuth against Hoyt Corkins at the WPT. Corkins is an old-school cowboy, quiet at the table, respected for letting his play speak louder than his words. But when he cracks Phil's hand, the poker brat can't help himself.
Phil flops the top pair.
Yes, he does. He flops a nice pair of nines. And he's going to come out and bet it.
He bets 25,000. And look at this, Vince. Hoyt has raised him with absolutely nothing here on a stone bluff. He's made it 70,000. Phil's wondering what's going on. The guy didn't raise me before the flop. I flopped top pair, and now all of a sudden this guy's raising me. Phil's going to call him. Notice that Hoyt looked back down at his cards there like he had something. We know, in fact, he has nothing.
Here comes 4th Street.
Well, that gives Hoyt a pair of sevens.
And look at this.
It quickly goes check, check.
Last card comes up.
Oh.
Look at this. It's hit 3 of a kind for Hoyt.
He has hit the slot machine. 3 sevens right here.
And Phil is going to bite here. This time he's going to bet it.
Yeah, he's going to bite his tongue when this hand's over with. He comes out and bets 80,000. And Hoyt's going to raise him.
And why not? This is a potential disaster for Phil Hellmuth.
Folks, we have a very potential wine fest coming up right here in a minute. This is a horrible beat by Phil Hellmuth. It's 80,000 more for him to call.
Oh, and he's
And he
going to
does call
it.
it. He is not going to like this when he sees this hand. He jumps out of his seat.
Oh, no.
Look at-
It's like his pants are on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, I had him drawn to running 7-7.
That is pain, folks.
Oh, that is a disaster for Phil, and he's talking to himself.
Well, he has reason to talk to himself here. That was a bad beat, Vince. Running sevens for Hoyt to take that pot away from him when he tried to be stealing it early in this hand.
Well, Phil, put the gun down. It'll be okay.
I knew I'd nail him. I didn't think he'd suck out. I thought he'd be drawing about that when he's been crazy.
Yep. You were right, but I wasn't going to put another penny in the pot.
Right.
After I made my bluff.
If Jack comes out on the river, do I bust you?
Look at this. He's steaming like a cheap economy car, Phil.
I'm going to tell you one thing. If you took that hat off his head right now, you could fry an egg on his head right now, Vince.
Phil leaps out of his chair, pacing, throwing his arms in the air, begging the room for sympathy. Sure, it's a tough beat, but this is poker. Corkin shrugs it off like a pro, while Phil turns it into theater. It's moments like these that make fans roll their eyes. Once again, Phil makes it about him, and shows why so many can't stand it. Elke getting under Phil's skin. In this next clip, Phil Hellmuth is already steaming, and across the table from him is Bertrand Elke Grosspellier. For those who don't know, Elke is a former professional StarCraft gamer turned poker star.
Pot. Hellmuth pots it with the 10-9.
Phil's out of position, but he's not letting that stop him.
How much?
49 total.
Aggressive as all get out.
Minieri's already folded. And Hellmuth makes it 4,900.
Elke facing a 3-bet with a big suited ace.
Elke calls. Flop. 4 king, 5 2 hearts. Elke with the nut flush draw.
I assume Phil's gonna have to continue with this.
7,400.
He does, makes it 7,400.
0% chance Elke folds.
He just calls.
Phil's in pretty bad shape here.
To the turn. 10 of spades. Phil hits a pair. He takes the lead, but Elke with every out in the deck now. He has a straight draw as well.
Will Phil fire at this again? Looks like yes.
25-6.
That's 25,600.
Elke's getting way the right price. Factor in implied odds and the fact that he might not even be behind it all, and I think it's super unlikely to see Elke fold.
I'll take this one, Elke.
Like beeping at a hot girl from your car, I don't know that this tactic has ever worked. Elke's just got so many outs.
That's a big raise. Elke's made it 122,000 to go.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Don't think he's kidding.
Cheating me in this game or what?
Phil's ahead, but if he makes this call, he's coin flipping for a couple $100 grand. I think Phil's just about to snap through those glasses.
Hellmuth lays it down, and the aggressive semi-bluff will work for Elke.
You can show one. You can see one.
This one. This is the one.
Lock flips over the ace.
Oh, ace-3 of hearts.
Better than that. Come on.
Ace-jack of hearts.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, Elke, you put him on Astro tilt. If you want to make that tilt complete, you have to fade the river.
Severe lack of bleeps there. Serenity now.
Elke turns up the heat with a brilliant semi-bluff, applying maximum pressure and putting Phil in the torture chamber. The result? Phil erupts with his signature chorus of, "Are you kidding me?" A familiar meltdown that leaves Elke looking composed and Phil looking foolish. Once again, the poker brat can't keep his cool when faced with real talent. Daniel lets Phil self-destruct. Our next clip shows Phil Hellmuth in his natural habitat, angry and unraveling. His opponent? Daniel Negreanu, the perfect foil. Calm, collected, with a knack for needling Phil without ever raising his voice.
Lion's share of the time, but Hellmuth snap calls because he does have the snap call kind of hand.
I'm not going to check in the dark, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I might just fire out one time. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a very good hand
Right.
for king.
Check.
For king, 6 of diamonds.
Check.
Queen 5. See, it hits his range. When you make a bluff with queen 5, or you try and get it, and all of a sudden, and now he'll check again because he's picked something up. But that range, 9 through queen, is dangerous.
I better bet big, really big here. I better bet 70,000.
That's a big bet. That is a big bet.
He's trying to get like a random 9-10 or something to fold.
The problem is, if there is a problem, is that Negreanu knows what big bets mean.
It means weak or.
I mean,
like
look at
protecting
that. How much does he know what big bets mean?
Wow, so sick.
That was a cold,
body language.
stone cold call.
Check.
Check.
And
Check.
Hellmuth is going to freak.
King high.
He's gonna freak.
This coupled with the other
He's
hand.
gonna freak.
Called 70 dimes. Queen 5. Explosion coming. running so good against me, it's crazy. It doesn't matter though. Just one mistake is all I need. One queen 5 to be in bad shape for about 200.
Daniel's happier than a...
He really is.
It's one hand against Daniel. For God's sakes. He's out there with these freaking weird hands and I can't beat him. It's ridiculous. I know it's coming, I just, the blinds are getting high.
Yeah, it's gotta happen soon, right?
Yeah, it's gotta happen soon.
Out of time.
That's all right. I like limp with ace king, and it'll just ship like quickly with like king jack here or something weird.
King jack, yep, is that right?
Yeah.
And then hope to
maybe
spike a
a
jack.
That's okay. I don't mind. I really don't mind.
As Hellmuth fumes and throws his tantrum, Daniel stays patient, letting Phil's emotions dictate his decisions. The result is classic. One player locked in, the other tilting out of his mind. A player like Hellmuth should know better, but against Daniel, he just can't stop imploding. Dwan puts Phil in his place. When Phil Hellmuth and Tom Dwan share a table, egos collide. But in this clash, only one of them keeps control. Hellmuth rants, postures, and complains, while Dwan stays ice cold, insisting that the cards do the talking.
Here comes the flop. No more
An
back.
early elimination hand and the flop. Deuce, king, 7 with a couple of spades.
No help for Tom.
So far, so good for Phil Hellmuth.
Phil has the lone spade in the hand and the best hand of the aces.
And the turn.
And it's a 10!
Huge suck out.
It's not over yet, Matt. Phil can still win the pot with an ace.
He has spades.
Or any spade but the king.
It's not looking good though.
Here is the river.
3 of spades?
The river's a 9 of diamonds, and Tom Dwan has eliminated Phil Hellmuth.
When you look up bad beat in the dictionary, that's what you'll find.
Phil sits back down because they're counting the chips just to make it official.
Son, I would tell you this much, son. I would never have put more 3,000 with 2 10s.
Oh, here we go.
I was gonna say good game, sorry for the suck out, but when you phrase it that way, it makes me not wanna.
Here, take 10,000 each.
Phil, that's why you lose money online. Like,
you
sorry,
played the hand
nice
bad,
hand.
that's the truth. You
Okay,
put in
pick your
20,000
stakes,
with
heads
2
up.
10s.
Pick your stakes heads up. I've said it a million times. I'm sorry
What
I
did you
sucked
say?
out, nice hand. Pick your stakes heads up.
Dwan casually ups the stakes by challenging Phil to a heads-up match for any stakes, anytime. It's a mic drop moment that leaves Phil speechless and the table buzzing. Dwan doesn't just win chips, he beats Phil at his own game. Ranting into the void. In this next clip, there isn't even a hand being played. No cards on the felt. Even the room looks mostly empty. It's just Phil Hellmuth ranting at thin air.
When I'm playing a lot of it, sometimes I 4-bet a lot. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't call you with queens. I didn't put that in your range. I didn't put the go crazy in your range.
Don't stop, I'm done.
Dude, what are you talking about? You slid in 2 million with ace 4 when I had queens. Like, I'm just saying. One more, kid. Make one more move with me, please. I didn't think you could do it. Now I can study you and we can have some fun. I need you to make a move. I need it, like, for my own ego.
Next time on anyway.
Blockers. No, you'd bet too much. I'd fold. If you bet like 350, you get me. You're gonna bet it all, and I'm just gonna fold 9s face up. Oh my goodness. What happened? Did 2 9s just hold up against the boys? Am I back up over 2 million?
Phil, you run so good you don't know it.
Yeah, I've been running really good. That's pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe you can bluff me again. But I'll tell you this much. I'm gonna lock into you two. I'm locking in. Dude, you just shoved 2 million against the greatest player of all time for no reason.
Look, how many you
I
got,
mean,
Phil?
Mike, he raised with ace 4. I re-raised with
All I know is
queens.
I just saw ace king against aces and you lost. That's all I know.
Well, I know because all I have is like they don't.
But you got it back already, it looks like.
All I know is. Of course, I got it back. They just give me the money. They don't understand. They don't understand how I have every chip, all the chips
Phil,
every day, and I've never
you'd have
won.
2 million more.
It looks like Doc's on no tilting. He lost with Jack's ace king, and they tell me ace king to his aces.
He's tilted. Good read, Phil.
Another episode of the Phil Hellmuth Show. No stakes, no action, just a nearly empty room and a pointless rant. And that's the problem. For many fans, this kind of empty drama is exactly why his reputation has shifted from champion to caricature. We searched far and wide for the blow-ups that turned Phil Hellmuth into the poker brat. Now it's your turn to help out. Hit like and subscribe to keep the poker content rolling. Humbled by Harlow. Phil Hellmuth's nightmare scenario isn't losing a hand, it's losing one badly to an amateur. In this clip, that nightmare becomes reality when he misplays a spot against Harlow, the table's so-called loose cannon.
Ace for Phil Hellmuth.
We've got some more limping, which is basically like the vulture circling.
Russ raises to 2,000. King, queen. Antonio calls. Tony G, small blind. He's out.
Everybody wants a piece of this loose cannon money. Ike got out of the way last time when he had 2 7s.
Ike folds. Jason calls. Phil raises to 11-2.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands too, because they raising everybody out here.
Oh boy, decision time now on Harlow. You can see how much he's got left.
Might as well give it to me.
Phil limp re-raised in order to isolate the cannon. At this point, I don't think Russ has much of a choice.
He calls. Antonio folds. So's Jason.
We just saw these two dance a few moments ago. Looks like they're ready for their next song.
The flop. King 5 king, trip kings for Harlow.
Russ has crushed this flop.
Hellmuth checks.
Russ should bet here to try to get some value. He doesn't have a lot of chips or a lot of time. He's probably doing everything he can to not jump out of his seat. One reason why playing on the internet's better.
He bets 20,000. Phil puts Harlow all in.
No chance he's folding. I think he's just taking a moment to soak it all in.
And Russ calls.
Wow.
Wow. That's the way it's been going for me.
That's sick. That's the worst.
I think he just got over 100.
He will if his hand holds up.
He was folding. I was like, oh, well, that's probably a call.
That is the worst.
Phil is drawing virtually dead.
I just got over 100. He just has to dodge 2 more hands and come back to mine. So sick. I'm glad I hit it to 5.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking backdoor flush?
What do you mean, what am I thinking? He has to move in, right? I mean, he...
Oh, I mean, you can't move in unless he has a hand. I mean...
What? How much? What do you mean, what am I thinking? What the I mean, well, I got in... there's 30,000 in there or whatever. I mean, I'm playing no matter what. I have to give him a chance to bluff off his money. That's the only reason I check.
Phil can only hit running aces or running hearts.
You want insurance here?
So brutal. What a day.
There's some way we can
The
insure
guy
it.
folded so many hands, just waited, and then Phil Hellmuth just doubles him up, you know, no problem.
Instead of like betting 5, and you could just bet 5 and fold. Or you could put 45 in.
Russ is picturing driving his kids around in that new minivan.
The turn. It's a 6, and Russ has a profit.
Why would he bet 20,000? It doesn't make any sense. If he had a king, why would he bet 20,000?
Because he knows his opponent will ship it with ace high, you know? That was deep love kid, you know? High tech.
46. He's over now, right? I don't know. I was just. He's got like 110. He's got like 110.
I needed that. Well done. Well done, man.
That was so sick.
Very nice.
I got one of these. That's kind of that's really pretty.
Phil fumbles, Harlow pounces, and the whole table piles on with commentary. The pros are laughing, the amateur is coolly stacking chips, and Hellmuth is left flailing with no defense. It's not just a lost pot, it's a dent to his ego, made worse by the fact that the poker brat got shown up by a player with none of his fame or reputation. Levy lights the fuse. At the WSOP main event, Phil Hellmuth runs headfirst into Adam Levy, a younger pro wielding Queen 10. The pot swells past 370,000, and Levy's call sets the stage for disaster.
Back to our featured table, and Phil Hellmuth. Hellmuth looks down at an 8. He has pocket 8s.
Oh no, I'm gonna do something here. This hand wasn't very good for me yesterday, though.
Let's think positive thoughts, my poker king.
Raised to 15,000.
Maybe today's a different day.
Today, like yesterday, Phil's face is on 12 million beer cans.
On to Adam Levy, Queen 10. He is a very powerful online player. People from all around the world log on to watch the guy they call Ruthless play.
He skipped last year's World Series so he could be a camp counselor in Georgia.
The flop with these guys heads up, 9-6 jack. Pair of eights are still best for Hellmuth. Levy with an up and down straight draw.
Not the best flop for Phil to see, but he bets it.
20,000. Levy with the draw.
Yeah, why wouldn't he stick around with that straight draw?
I'll call. All right, so now the turn card. Turns an 8 of diamonds. Levy hits a straight, and that also gives Hellmuth a set.
That is an unfortunate card for Phil.
Phil checks.
Phil's slow playing it, not realizing how much trouble he's in.
Levy will not slow play his straight. That's 37,000. And Phil with a quick call. A deuce on the river. Levy earns the check mark. He's got the straight.
It's a blank on the river, and Hellmuth's got to like his hand. Unfortunately for Phil, Adam Levy's got the nuts.
60,000 from Phil Hellmuth.
Phil value bets it.
Yeah, the Queen 10 straight is just almost disguised with that board.
I'm not tricky enough to play Queen 10 this good, am I?
Levy's the one with the Queen 10.
Raise.
Levy announces raise up to 155,000.
That raise freezes Phil momentarily. Let's see if he comes back over the top with his set.
Phil just with a call.
Queen 10.
Yeah, Levy with a Queen 10 and the win.
Called a race with a... He called a race with Queen 10, honey.
I know, honey. He's some online guy.
I had a set. He's supposed to bust me anyway. Called a race with a Queen 10. You're not a player.
I think he's from Florida or someplace stupid.
Called a race with Queen 10. Idiot player.
Actually, he doesn't look like an idiot player, and I don't think he did anything wrong that hand.
This was bound to happen sooner or later.
He called a race with Queen 10. How do these players, how are they even still in this tournament?
They let him in every day.
And I have a set.
I know you had a set, Puddin'.
It's just unbelievable. This kid probably won't last another hour.
Half hour tops.
I promise. Watch. He called a race with a queen and a 10.
A queen and a 10.
How do these players even last this long?
Don't know.
I mean, it's just so sick. They have no concept of poker.
It was an aggressive call.
Aggressive call? Idiot. Frickin' gave me a freaking... Nice deal in there. Mighty fine, buddy. Mighty fine. You know, I haven't won a pot one time. They've been just raising me and re-raising me all day.
Actually, this is a new dealer.
You give me a set.
I just sat down, though.
Unbelievable.
I am exhausted, Lon.
Idiot players call races with Queen 10. They don't even know how to spell poker. I mean, like, this kid has all the chips. He probably won't even make the final 200.
Can you call a clock on tirades?
You showed a raise with Jack 4. What do you think the guy's going to do? Not call you?
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Hellmuth erupts, he storms, he rants, he unloads every ounce of frustration for the cameras. The hand itself may be a cooler, but it's Phil's meltdown that steals the spotlight. Another reminder of why his blowups are remembered longer than his wins. Make sure you like and subscribe to never miss a legendary poker story, epic poker fight, or massive meltdown. Thanks for watching.